a bunch of new information emerging in relationship to Motorola's folding device. We talked about it many times on this show. There's now, the usual leaker, Evan Blass. He put out images of the actual device ahead of the event. Now, invites have gone out for the event. This phone is coming soon, very soon. It's what's the word? It's coming really soon.
It's upcoming.
That's a good one. Imminent. The Motorola Razer version 2019 is imminent.
Can I bring the volume down?
No, you can't. It's like Star Trek or something. Captain Picard.
It's like a mission.
Yeah, I'm Picard right now. So it's imminent. It's like a collision is imminent. They're floating in that Starship Enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
They're going through.
Warp speed.
Yeah, collision is imminent.
Yeah.
They let you know. I guess it was kind of the same with the Titanic.
With the iceberg.
With the iceberg.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the thing about an iceberg, Will, you only see a small portion of it above the water.
Yes.
Right? It's a small little warning. The real trouble lies beneath the surface, Will. It's what you can't see.
Uh-huh.
There's only a small portion exposed. Anyhow, this phone is imminent. And they're bringing back the Razer name. If you look at the various leaks here, courtesy Evan Blass, he also puts out the potential new logo and all kinds of different folded looks and photographs of the upcoming phone. We have full exposure now at this point. It looks a lot like the original Razer.
Mm-hmm.
It's black, so that's a bit different, but when it's folded up in the clamshell format, the form factor is essentially the same, maybe a bit fatter than that original clamshell device. Of course, the magic trick, when you open it up, you get the large smartphone display inside of the device. Now, again, if you examine these images, it appears you can fully operate the phone from the outside display. One of the images showcases a response to a text message, and you just landed on that image. As I said it, Bill. You can see that's a female hand right there. And she is responding to Allie Connor. And Allie Connor is texting her at 7:04 p.m.
And she's about to interact with it.
And Allie Connor says, "Dinner tonight?" ? Mm-hmm. What do you respond? If it's you, Will.
Yeah, sure. Well, it depends, though.
Easy there.
It depends.
Easy.
If it's...
Take your time, Will.
If it's like... what restaurant? Or is it dine-in?
Maybe you can suggest a restaurant.
Yeah, Chipotle.
Kirk went to Chipotle last night, so...
I would say Chipotle.
Plus, Chipotle scored high on the food grade results from that recent investigation.
It has the least amount of antibiotics.
In the beef.
Yes,
so
in the beef.
You're going to Chipotle. But they had their issues, too. You remember there was that fiasco? Somebody got sick. And they had to pull all the stuff off the Chipotle. Anyway, so... Note the Verizon logos on the carrier details. It's probably going to be Verizon, Motorola in bed together, as we're all well aware. The whole thing looks very exciting. It's to me, a compelling argument for the folding tech in the first place here, because now you get the nice little tiny package for the pocket. Mm-hmm. Some people can be into that, Will. And whereas with the Galaxy Fold, it's a pocket commitment. It's a bit heavy. It's big. Mm-hmm. Sure, when it's unfolded, it's a much bigger display. But is it bigger than people need? I don't know. I can't say for certain. But this one, on the other hand, it's got a sleek factor to it, like the original Razer. You remember everybody wanted that Razer, Will?
Oh, yeah.
You wanted it.
It was a really hip phone.
Yeah, you wanted it. Did you have one?
No, I didn't.
What did you have instead in that era? Nokia something?
I got a really small Samsung flip phone.
You had a
It was like
Samsung.
super tiny.
Oh.
And it was decent,
You were flipping.
but it wasn't as cool as a Razer.
You were flipping open, flipping closed.
I was like, this is my Razer.
Yeah.
And it's
What'd you do with that phone? You call your friends and whatnot?
yeah, and text with T9.
Did you?
That was the
I thought
thing.
you were gonna say text with Tina. It's like, how do you expect me to know who Tina is? It's like, I don't know who Tina is.
Well, I did know a Tina.
Yeah,
I did text her.
So T9, and you're making plans. How'd that go for you?
It was slow, but it did the job. I mean, we wouldn't have thought of texting as like a big deal with T9.
So you're texting, and then you actually meet up with these humans in real life.
Oh yeah. Normal, right?
You're
Back
doing
in,
activities together? What are you doing?
Back in 2005.
You're doing activities?
Yeah. I think the bus terminal was a cool thing.
That's a hangout.
Yeah.
Wow.
In Mississauga, it was like a big thing. It's like, oh, let's hang out at the bus terminal.
Wow.
I mean, the mall was right there, but everyone would meet up at the bus terminal, and it would be like.
What kind of
really
numbers
cool
are we
thing.
talking here?
Range from like 3 to like 10. It was a party when it was 10.
Willie
Yeah,
do.
Square one.
Willie do square one times.
Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to whoever was there.
Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out to whoever was meeting up with you on a T9 text.
Mm-hmm.
They know who they
It
are.
was good times.
Shout out Tina. Anyhow, so this device is coming out really soon. What a start to today's show. Wow. It's like a Willie do history lesson.
Oh
Unintended. Exciting times being Willie do.
yeah.
Young Willie do at Square One. So we got to look at it. We can see the device. It's being unveiled November 13th. I think I forwarded you the email. I'm hoping they could just send us one because I can't go to this event.
Yeah, I know.
So
I'm working on it.
Will's working on it, whatever that means. Probably T9 texting them.
Yeah.
He's probably like, I'll meet you at Square One.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? And they're like, what's Square One? We're Motorola.
What's
what
a square one?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Are you hanging out with your friends? You're
was like, yeah, you're
you're a
my friend.
34-year-old man.
You're my friend, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No. Times have gone by.
Mr.
It's gone past
Motorola.
you here, Will. As noted in another leak, the outer display is limited in functionality, but it's clear from the image that one of the functions it will serve is displaying notifications. So a lot like the Samsung device, where the exterior display is kind of doing your minor interactions. It's capable of it. Well, in the Samsung case, you can do everything on that screen, but you
Right.
really wouldn't want to. In this case, it's almost like Motorola has done a dedicated UI for the external display to enhance those limited functions instead of trying to have everything show up on the exterior display. So that might be a good move. Time will tell.